Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will discuss the multi-region load balancing with Azure Traffic Manager, Azure Firewall, and App Gateway. This architecture is for global internet-facing applications that use HTTPS or non-HTTPS protocol. We will use DNS-based global load balancing because two forms of regional load balancing and global virtual network pair in to create a high availability architecture. Right, so that can withstand a regional outage. So I'll just pull up my whiteboard and start drawing the architecture. So first we will discuss the inbound HTTPS flow. Okay. So this will be the browser from which user is initiating a connection. Okay. It initiates a connection, the HTTPS request here. All right. Now this is an HTTPS request, and the first endpoint or the landing point will be the application gateway endpoint. Okay. In here. Now, this is the application gateway. It hits the application gateway first, and then I have an application gateway created, and I've created a separate subnet for my application gateway. Let's say which is here. Okay. And this application gateway also have WAF. If you saw my previous video, I configured the application gateway with WAF, right? And we all know that it is the L7 load balancer. Now, after the application gateway, I have the Azure Firewall. Okay, which is in its own subnet. After the firewall, I have an internal load balancer. Okay, the internal load balancer is in front of the web tier, right? So I have web servers to have the request distributed. Okay, then I have the data tier subnet. I can have databases, and then I have different requests going on from here internally, and then the request would be catered and the response would be sent, right? So this is an HTTPS request. I have an application gateway here, WAF, firewall, internal load balancer, and then the business unit subnet and the database. All right. Now, same architecture I have here as well. Okay. So first one, this is, but the difference is that this architecture, the above setup, is in West US 2 region. Okay. And this architecture, the same configuration, I have in the East US region. You can deploy it through IAC, manually, whatever. And I have a virtual network pairing from here to here. All right. Now, to load balancer the traffic, I have a traffic manager here. This is my Azure Traffic Manager. All right. Now, how would the architecture look like? So Azure Traffic Manager would use a DNS based routing to load balance incoming traffic across two regions, West US and East US. Okay. Traffic Manager would resolve DNS queries for the application to the public IP address of the application gateway. The public endpoint of the application gateway serve as the backend endpoint of Traffic Manager, because Traffic Manager is in front, and these are the backend endpoints. There is the request get resolved to the public IP of the Azure application gateway. Okay, the application gateway deployed across availability zone would receive the HTTPS request from the browser, and the web application firewall would inspect the traffic to detect the web attacks here for cross-site scripting or SQL injection, whatnot. Now the application gateway will send traffic to their backend, the internal load balancer. Okay. For the front-end virtual machines. Now for this specific flow, internal load balancer in front of the web server is not strictly required, since the application gateway could perform this load balancing itself, right? However, we have included it for consistency with the flow for non-HTTPS applications. Now the traffic between the application gateway and the front-end internal load balancer, this part, will be intercepted by Azure Firewall. And how will we do that? We'll use the UDRs, user defined routes or route table, okay, on the application gateway subnet. Now the Azure Firewall will apply TLS inspection if you will have the premium version to the traffic for additional security. The Azure Firewall is zone redundant as well. Now if the Azure Firewall detects a threat in the traffic, it will drop the packet. Now the web tier, this here, web tier is the first layer of 3-tier application. It contains the user interface and it also passes user interactions. The web tier load balancer is spread over all 3 availability zones, and it will distribute traffic to each of the 3 web tier virtual machines, right? And then you can have the web tier virtual machines spread across all 3 availability zones. Okay. Now the data tier stores the application data. Here, application data is stored here. This is the data tier. It will be a database. It can be an object storage or a file share. Let's say we have SQL Server on virtual machines distributed across 3 availability zones. Okay. This will be the flow for HTTPS traffic. What if I have a non-HTTPS traffic? Okay. Second case, I may have a non-HTTPS traffic as well. In here, I also have West US region, East US region, and then I have Traffic Manager. I have all the components that I have in my current diagram. Same Azure Traffic Manager would use the DNS based routing. Right, the Azure Firewall would have will inspect the inbound traffic for security. Same thing will be done. Now, you would see that how would the outbound traffic flow? So outbound traffic flows for virtual machine, let's say for patch updates or other connectivity to the internet. Now it will go from the virtual machine to the Azure Firewall through the user defined routes. I just cannot have the virtual machines go outside to internet for outbound traffic. No, it has to go through the firewall, through user defined routes. So any traffic going outside, the next hop should be Azure Firewall subnet, and the destination would be whatever, the internet or outbound. So the components, if you see in this architecture, are the Azure Firewall, Azure Application Gateway, Azure Traffic Manager, Azure Load Balancer, which is a layer 4 load balancer, and the application gateway is a layer 7 load balancer. You should know the difference in detail. Do not just say that Azure load balancer is a layer 4 load balancer and the Azure application gateway is a layer 7 load balancer. You can have Azure DDoS protection, Azure DNS, private DNS, Azure virtual machines, database, virtual machine scale sets, SQL server on VMs, and UDR, right? So if you come back to traffic manager in this whole architecture, now the reason for configuring traffic manager was to use the performance routing. It routes traffic to the endpoints that has the lowest latency for the user. Because it automatically adjusts the load balancing algorithm as endpoint latency changes. Traffic manager provides automatic failover if there is a regional outage. It uses priority routing and regular health checks to determine where to route the traffic. The reason for considering this components and this traffic flow, because it implements the Azure well architected framework as well, which is a set of guiding points that can be used to improve the quality of the architecture. Alright, I hope this was informative for all of you. If you still have any queries, please mention them in the comment section and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.